So we're going to use the plans and the aerials, blend them together, really take this to the next level. You just don't see ravines like this everywhere. A lot of beautiful, winding, huge, side hill, rolling, topography. The green complexes, the greens are very special. Their sites, their locations. The par threes, probably one of the best sets of par threes anywhere in America. I think it's brilliant the way he routed it. It winds through the property and 1, 2, 3 going down, and then you go all the way to the 5 and 6, and then you come all the way back up, and it's just really dynamic, the use of the routing. There's really no poor holes. Since the last time we redid the golf course, maybe in the early 2000s, we have now found the plans, so we have the Ross plans. They correlate and corroborate, they speak perfectly with the aerials, so they match the aerials. So we're using the Ross plans from 1921 and the aerials, blend them together, really take this to the next level. We're finding old bunker sand everywhere. So the bunkers were put in, and on the old aerials, they show all the bunkers were built and designed and put in. They were all put into Ross's plan. So there's some really great stuff out here that we're putting back. We never want to have a heavy hand. We want to honor the architects. It's all about Ross here. It's not Tyler Ray, it's Ross. We're trying to honor him on all 18 holes. Now, the only thing that we felt like, hey, we could maybe make better, because we have this one shot, is let's push 14 green a little bit to the precipice of the edge of the ravine and make this one of the better par fours in America. Let's make this a blood pumping, heroic golf hole. It was only 288 on Ross's drawings, so we knew it was going to short 4. So it's kind of like a par 3.5. It's going to have a half par hole. And then 8, shorter hole. We can't go back anywhere. So we're going to open up the ravine on 8 and make that feel more of a part of the golfing experience on the inside interior of the dog leg. And then same thing with 14. We're going to push the green out to the precipice of the edge of the ravine and then hug the fairway along the edge. So we think both holes will be much more dynamic and then fit in and not be outliers where they're short par 4s, flattish, boring, nothing much to them. We think they'll be a lot more fun, engaging, and then blend in with the rest of the property. 13, we're going to shift the tees, make it a softer dog leg, get some more room, some more yardage for the par 5. So I think 13 will be a game changer. Those 3 holes really, I think, are the game changers. There's so many high points already. We just want to bring up the lowest points of the golf course so we don't have any dips in the experience. So we feel like fixing the weakest links here, fixing 8, fixing 5, fixing 14, 15, 16, those 5 holes, which were, in my opinion, the weakest links, maybe even 13, so those 6 holes. And the other holes were already so great. So our work is really, if we can fix 1, 3, 5, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, and really make that spectacular, and then just polish the gem on the other half holes, I think we've done a great job. We feel like more dirt was moved here in the past than maybe let on. Ravines were kind of filled in and tees were pushed back in odd locations, and just more dirt was moved and it looked a little out of place. Say if you were coming up number 6 and you looked behind the green at the amphitheater, there were tees jutting out from everywhere and it just looked man-made. So our goal is to really soften all of that and make that whole amphitheater at 6, make that look like it always was there, and really honor nature and make it look natural. I think that'll be a big move, and I think the membership will really see that, and it'll be gorgeous. Moving 4T up on the hill, so instead of 4 down on the ground, you're kind of hitting out and then up. I think playing off of the landform will be really well received, and that'll be fun. So moving a lot of dirt here early and getting the dirt moved, kind of setting the table. And then we're rebuilding a lot of these greens early on. So we've rebuilt 4, 7, 6, 3, 14, 15 next week. Those 6 greens we're really softening a little bit and really making them blend in with the rest of the golf course. And then getting 5 and 6 and getting out of that corner. So just doing the big stuff early, the heavy lifts. And then we get into the nip and tucks, the bunkers, the tees later on down the road. And I think it'll be jaw-dropping and really elegant, classy, timeless work.